What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hopefully he's having a very good day today. So today we're gonna go ahead and have our debut with, of course, the new Dokkanfest Panier at 55%, and we're actually able to beat the Cell Max event. Now, this was actually kind of tricky, I want to say. Especially on global, since we don't have your Chilai or the Ize for the GT trio. So I did make this team here, and it just took about maybe 7 to 8 tries, maybe even 10. But it really is going to be based on the last phase, how Cell is going to basically attack. Pan is a very good unit, but her biggest weakness is this right here, as you guys can see, is that she no longer has her damage reduction. But we do take her double digits, which is fine. I believe the friend's at 69%, I'm not too sure, or 55%, but my Pan's at 55%. Now, one of the main reasons why we actually get this done is actually because of Trunks and Giru, especially if you have them on the same rotation with Broly, Chilai, and Lembo. Those two are just a godlike pair together. It's actually one of my favorite rotations, because as long as you go into an event that you are able to dodge, Broly, Chilai, and Lembo, if you actually give them 7 key spheres, they do have a guaranteed dodge here. And as you guys know, Trunks and Giru are a double orb changer. So luckily, if you actually change the entire field and maybe there's some orbs or rainbow orbs in the middle, most of the time you are be able to give both the characters 7 key spheres, which will trigger their full passive. So again, Trunks and Giru paired with LR Blue Light, Chilai, and Lemon are just a godlike combo again, like I said before. Now, I also brought here, of course, your God Goku. God Goku is no introductions. And also brought here the Planetamic Goku, the LR version as well. And it's actually really so crazy, right? Again, how a Namek Goku, when it comes to like a new boss here, he's actually one of the MVPs of this run here. I also brought here, of course, here the also the LR Int Vegeta / Goku. I could have brought here the Carnival Goku, but I decided to bring the Int LR one just because we have your type advantage. But if I could, maybe I would switch for the Int LR one. I mean, sorry, for the Carnival Goku. Just because Vegeta actually takes a lot of damage, which is pretty shocking considering that he has type advantage. But again, it is what it is here. So again, this is a situation where you see here that Broly, Chilai, Lemmo, you can see here that the orbs are actually kind of good. We are able to get here 7 keysters, but because the orbs in the middle are kind of split up, we should be able to get here 7 keysters again. We actually only get here 6 actually, which is completely fine. But again, most of the time you want to keep here Broly, Chilai, Lemon to get your 7 key spheres, because again they have a guaranteed dodge. And they also share 5 links together as well with, of course, your Trunks and Giru. They share Solid Support, Fierce Battle, Cold Judgment, and I believe I said this already, but maybe Solid Support here as well, which are all really powerful links. So again, Broly, Chilai, and Lemon, they're all of a sudden looking really good, considering they're like, what, they're like 3 years old, 2 years old. And when they first came out, I mean, I would say they are definitely not the greatest for sure. Let me take a quick look here for GT Heroes for Trunks and Giru. Now, surprisingly, because I do have Trunks and Giru fully rainbowed, they do actually take your double digits against Cell in the last phase, but they do take a lot of damage from the super attack. So I did give my Trunks and Giru full dodge, but again, they're definitely one of the MVPs for this run right about here. Trunks and Giru, let's see here. They have here, oh yeah, they have Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Salt Support, and then Fierce Battle. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they share 4 links together with Broly, Chilai, and Lemon, which is again super good. What does Brainiacs give you here actually? I believe it's attack and defense plus 10% at fully max level 10 links. Now in this phase here for the Int LR Goku, because there are attacks in the front, you want to make sure that you put Int LR Goku in the middle, and this will allow Goku to potentially maybe do 4 super attacks, which is exactly what you want here, because that is going to raise his defense quite a lot, especially if he's fully rainbowed and fully maxed level 10 links. So for Brainiacs at level 10 links, it does provide you attack and defense plus 15%. Also, do keep in mind for Broly, Chilai, and Lemmo, if you do give them 2 keysters, either Int or Tech Key Spheres, they're also going to be providing here 39% defense to the entire rotation. So again, Broly Chillum are very unique, very good now that we have a very good orb changer. They're also very good on the same rotation with Goku, but preferably you want to put them with, of course, Trunks and Gyro since they share more links together. Um, but yeah, with their EZA, hopefully they also give Ki here because that will be a huge game changer for this LR if they're also able to give Ki here to the entire rotation. I think that definitely make them one of the best support type LRs in the game of Dokkan. But right now they're kind of overshadowed with the other LRs here, like Tape on Monosha. Even though they're type specific, at least they're also providing Ki here as well. So again, Pan really is just here as a floater. Because we don't have any GT Goku, Pan is not able to use our active skill. But again, we're just really here for basically for the free damage and basically have our rotation speaks for itself here. I did bring a support memory. I wanted to bring the Goku's family or the GT one, but I just kept finding myself costing way too much to always redo the support memory. So I decided to bring a cheaper one right about here. And again, you know, we just basically are able to get the job done right here. So luckily there was 7 key search for Broly, Chile, Lemo, and they're all going to be physical, so we are able to basically nuke. They get here, I believe here, 20%. Yeah, they get here 50% attack and defense per keys obtained, plus a 5% if it's going to be here physical. So they get 20% attack and defense per physical keystore that they do obtain here. So again, this right here is why we basically get the job done, is because Cell Max did not lock our rotations, but more importantly, Pan at the back only has to deal with one attack here. And hopefully it's not a super attack. Now, again, Goku has been stacking up for quite a while. Especially that last phase where we actually got here 4 super attacks. But again, in this situation, you still want to keep Goku in slot number 2 if you can, because again, he could actually do 3 super attacks. So that's where the money shot is going to be here. You could also put him in the front right there as well, but most likely Cell is going to super attack. So again, you most of the time want to keep Goku in slot number 2 for the LR version. And keep God Goku slot number 1 because he's going to be your best defensive unit when it comes to a super attack. So we do get super, which is completely fine. We did super attack right about here, so we probably take about 244, which is fine. And we just have to worry that we don't get a double super. Cell doing a double super is almost impossible to survive unless you have a revive or your characters are going to dodge here. Again, you can see here that in LR Goku is taking here 20k per normal. So as long as Pan survives here, because again, Pan does also get additional attack and defense of 20% up to 100%. So by that time, I think she's fully built up. Now, luckily, this right here, we are able to get here 7 key spheres for Broly, Chile, Lemo, but we're also providing here that extra 39% defense to the entire rotation. And we're also, I actually decided here to take a risk and put Giru and Trunks, keep my rotations. We're not able to get here 7 key stars, which is fine, but we're still able to get here that extra defense for entire rotation. So even though we don't get the extra 10% support from Trunks and Giru, we actually got the 39% defense from Broly, Chile, Lemo, which is actually very good. And one of the reasons why we're actually able to take here double digits with Trunks and Giru. So there we go. There goes an additional super attack, which is really good. Unfortunately, we're not able to lower attack for Cell Max, but we are able to do some good damage here with Broly, Chile, and Lemo. So there goes some beautiful dodges, and then here comes a super attack, which obviously we dodge. And again, it's just Trunks and Gyro. They're just looking super good. Also, do notice that their attack stat is very close to 9 million to 4 million. And again, it's because of the links that they share here with Broly, Chile, and Lemo. I believe in the middle, since we have Pan here as well, they're also going to have your GT activate as well. Which is an extra attack and defense link here. Do we have GT? Yeah, they have GT with Pan, so that at level 10 links is an additional attack and defense plus 10%. So that does actually add up here. Unfortunately, we're not below the HP threshold for the exchange for Goku and Vegeta. Again, I wish this was like maybe below 50%. I feel like 30% is just very risky. Because it's just very hard to get here. So at this particular level, as you guys can see here, that we are kind of struggling to get here a 12 key super with Goku, and we do have here one more Sensu Bean. So I do decide to actually use the Sensu Bean because I mean there's no way Goku and Vegeta at the back are going to survive it, because surprisingly, I'm not going to say these guys are a glass cannon, but I feel like their defense isn't as high as I expect it to be, or to my liking, because you guys will notice that on their on the normals from Cell Max right here, they are taking here 70k per normal, and these guys are at 90%, by the way, 90%, and they're still taking here fully maxed up 10 links here. They're still taking here 70k per normal, which is again ludicrous in my opinion. But luckily we are able to survive this phase right here. Surprisingly, in this run, there's actually not that many lock rotations, because that's what's usually a huge factor when being a Cell Max event, is depending where we're going to be getting our lock here. Now fortunately I'm not able to get here the 12 key super with Goku, so I have to get to here the 18 key super, which again is not a bad thing because he's also stacking attack. But because of the passive right here, Goku does have here a mid chance of doing additional super attack. And then we also have here the hidden potential system as well, which we don't get. We only get your additional attack. But now we're able to take your double digits. We get super, but the level 5 dodge comes in very, very clutch, which I'm very happy, because I think we maybe would have taken maybe close to like 400k of damage, even though our defense is like probably 500k, because again this Cell Max is doing about almost 2 million on his super attack. And yeah, there you go, there you see Vegeta and Trunks take about Vegeta and Goku take about here 70k per normal. Now again, we have this rotation right about here. We have to make sure that we actually get 7 key spheres. Now you do notice that there was a cut here, and the reason why is because I had to go charge my phone, so I had to make sure I stopped the gameplay and basically charge my phone and re-record. So that's why there's like a small gap right about there. It's because I had to go ahead and charge my phone, and then we are able to get here 7 key spheres. But fortunately, the orbs that we got here for Broly, Chilai, Lemo, they provide your 39% attack here, not defense. So that's why now Trunks and Giru are taking here 30k per normal. But luckily, there's no super attack. And if there's gonna be a super attack, hopefully this will be on Broly, Chilai, Lemo, because we actually got our 7 key spheres. And then again, the additional super attacks were just coming very clutch. I did give them quite a lot of additional, but this is the most I've ever seen Broly, Chilai, Lemo actually do that many super attacks, which is really impressive right about here. Now I did also notice here as well that we're very close to the Dokkan tag, so I did make sure to not go for the same type key spheres as well, and that's why I decided to put Broly, Chilai, Lemo in the middle, is because if I gave them those physical key spheres, we for sure would have activated the Dokkan tag. So now we come to this event right about here, which is basically the best turn, but we actually almost die, which is really funny. So I give for sure Goku the Dokkan tag because he has the highest attack stat, and we have type advantage, and we barely survive. I believe we're like 500 HP, and you'll see why here, which is like really crazy, right? So I make sure I get the Dokkan tag here with Goku. And now here you'll see another cut here, and one of the reasons why is because this was like probably like 2 o'clock in the morning, and because how fast this Dokkan attack went, I actually end up dropping my phone, and like, you know, it lands on my eye, so I now have like a black eye because I dropped the phone on my face. So I make sure I redo that Dokkan attack, because man, goddamn, that freaking hurt, man. Dropping your phone on your face, it is probably the second most painful thing to ever happen, right? So now I have a black eye, but we are able to get here Dokkan attack. Goku does so much damage. Do we actually get a crit here? No, we don't. We don't get a crit, but Goku comes over with the guaranteed additional super attack. So we're cutting very close. And I give my Goku full additional. So there goes another super attack with a crit. And then I'm thinking in my head here with this additional super attack, it's GG's. However, Cell does actually survive, which is so crazy, right? Because now he can actually do a super attack. So now we have your God Goku. I am praying to the gods here that God Goku is going to finish it off, because Cell is almost done here. And Cell survives with a slither of health, and guess what? He super attacks. But I thought this was GG, so I was about to throw my phone away. But we survive with basically 500 HP there, or maybe even less than that. But Pan is able to get the win, and we get the job done. But wow, we were very close to actually not get that done there, because that sliver of HP It's kind of the reason why we actually survived there. So there we go. That is here Dokkanfest Pan versus Cell Max event beaten without the GT Trio EZA or Chila here on Global. So if you guys are having trouble, you guys can definitely go ahead and use this team build. And hopefully you can actually get this done here, alright? So again, I'll say thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!